Welcome to Bumpdate 21 weeks.
I told you. Told you.
How did I not notice this before?
Oh my god!
I see yours.
Oh, I see yours. Funny too.
That's your blooper.
Any new symptoms? Really the only thing that I've noticed new is I explained it that it feels like you rode a bike for like a whole day. Like you went on this huge bike trip and you rode just like a normal hard bike seat. And so like your pelvic area just like hurts, like your bones hurt. I think it's probably just from them like spreading out to make room. So that's super weird. Wasn't expecting that. But it's only been like a couple days. So yeah, and that's pretty true for any kind of like ab pain or like muscle pain. It usually lasts for like maybe a day, maybe 2 days, and then it's gone. So it just like happens in spurts. I'm not as tired as I was last week, so it was probably just the time change. But other than that, that's pretty much it for anything new. Any cravings? I have loved like PB&Js lately. And then what else? Nothing. I haven't really like craved anything. I imagined that it would just be like this thing where you like sit at night and you're like, wow, I really want this, but it's not true. Like for me, I just have things that I really like to eat and they taste great. But other than that, like I don't sit around thinking about food. So PB&Js and chips and salsa. But that's pretty much it. Any aversions? I feel like I just don't want to eat eggs. Yeah. Pretty much it. No eggs. Emotional status. I feel like because I've made it past like the halfway point, you kind of start envisioning like if you have the baby early, then you're really like well over halfway there. And you start thinking about like all the things that you need. So I'm still working on my registry, but I get kind of overwhelmed by that because there's so many options and so many things to think about. You also just start to think about like labor and delivery, like all the things that you need to prepare for, I guess. And I've had some weird dreams regarding like labor and delivery, just like weird. I just can't even explain them. Like you have like an alien baby basically. So anyway, that's really emotional status. I feel like pretty good. Haven't been irritable that much this week, maybe like one day, but pretty normal. My workouts have still been great. I feel like I'm able to work hard. So yeah, I'm trying to get like more activity in, but that's really it. I feel like they haven't really changed that much. So just can't like do any kind of core workout. It's not good. I had my 20-week doctor appointment last Friday, and then my ultrasound won't be until not this Friday but next Friday, so I have still a while till that ultrasound. But she said that I was measuring like spot on, so like your fundal height, which is basically from like the top of your like where the baby is living down to the bottom, like your pubic bone is 20 centimeters, so it should match like where like what week you are. So it matched, so she wasn't concerned at all. Heart rate was great. But supposedly the baby is 10.5 inches, so that's still from like top of the head to the toes. And weight is 12 3/4 ounces. So she's like approaching a pound, which is crazy to me. And then I know typically I think they say like 24 weeks is like the age of viability. So like if you have your baby at 24 weeks, like you're they can still survive. So that's just crazy to think about. But Brad and I were laughing. We were trying to gather something that was about 10.5 inches, and supposedly the app says like a carrot, so like a long carrot, but this is about 10.5 inches. So this would be like top of head to tippy toes. I can't even like fathom how this is inside of me. So this was Brad's, like, he was confident that this was the case. This is like about a pound right now, so it's not gonna be this heavy, but in my mind, I've envisioned the baby like scrunched up a little bit more. So this would be like scrunched up, which totally makes sense, totally fits in there, and I feel like that would be correct. And then, okay, if you stretch the baby out, yes, maybe it would be that tall. I'm not really sure. But as far as anything going on, I definitely feel her like moving. Usually she has like a schedule, so I feel her a lot more at night. It says that baby's eyebrows have grown in, which I think that's so cute. And then it says that her irises of her eyes like still lack pigment, so that's kind of creepy. They're swallowing and peeing more, so weird. Fingerprints are now permanent, so lots of cool stuff going on. Any new purchases? So I've gotten a couple like gifts, and they were baby clothes from friends, which those are so cute. I can't wait to like move into our new place and wash everything up and like start hanging it and just like looking at all of it. It's so fun. But this would be technically a new purchase. This is a diaper backpack from Park and Faith. You can also make it like a crossbody bag. But the one like selling point for me is obviously it looks beautiful, and Brad can still carry it without feeling like he's carrying some like weird girly bag. But this back piece is a pocket. But if you need to put it like on a roller bag when you're traveling in the airport, you can just slide your handles like through this, and it'll just sit on top of your roller bag. Obviously I have not used it for a baby yet, but plenty of pockets. There's lots of like organizational pouches in here, and it's just really pretty. I knew I always wanted like a beautiful diaper backpack, so really happy about that. I am going to see if Park and Faith will do like a giveaway on Instagram for one. We'll see what happens, so stay tuned. High and low of the week. A high would be last Friday, I think it was Friday. We got word that like we are for sure gonna get water. We won't really believe it till we see it, but we're gonna get water at the new building hooked up. So we've been fighting for that for like 9 months now, and I think it'll go through, so we'll see. Another fun thing that's going on is the interior designer for our place, our new place above the cookie kitchen, she has like renderings that I get to look at today, so I get to like see what some of the spaces look like and just kind of make better decisions about what we want, because it's slowly approaching. Hopefully we'll move in by like the end of January. And then low of the week, I was really trying to think of something. I mean, all this like pelvic pain definitely like sucks, but it's not the end of the world. And then nothing like super bad has happened. I just feel like I'm a little bit more like OCD about like cleaning and like nesting, I guess. So like last weekend I noticed all of our feet were like getting dirty downstairs, and it was like 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, and I wanted to like vacuum and mop immediately. I just couldn't stand it. So that's a little different for me, but nothing really like low. We'll talk about Brad, and then we'll look at Bump. Brad is good. He is better than last week and the previous weeks for sure, just because, like I said, I think that the water is going to move along. I think we're going to start moving into the kitchen. We're maybe going to get this loan that we've been working hard to get. So there's things that are just like coming along that are easing his stress. But one thing I did want to say that I don't know, like if you guys are going through this, I just want to make you feel like it's pretty normal. Brad, like I've had him feel my stomach if I feel like he could feel the baby move. So it happened once and he did feel it, and he kind of said it felt like you had just like bubbly guts, like your digestion was just like bubbling, which I totally agree. And then the second time he was just frustrated because like he couldn't feel it at all, like he just sat there. And so I think it's more of like an annoyance for him. So he was like, I'm just not interested in feeling, like he just, yeah, that's what he said. And I was like kind of sad about it. But I think it's just a guy thing. I mean, I don't think every guy's like that, but I basically just communicated like that made me feel really sad that you like weren't interested in feeling the baby, and now he's kind of made an effort. I think more of it is just like he gets annoyed easily. So if something isn't like there immediately, which I can't make the baby like kick, but I just tell him that she is just like afraid of him or something, like feels his pulse or something and doesn't want to do anything. So anyway, just thought I'd let you guys know what's going on with Brad.